I love everything Masters of the Universe, from the artwork to the cartoon series, and especially the vintage toy line. Owning these robust toys gave me such joy as a child, but when the Masters of the Universe movie came across my path 30 years ago, did I like the film as much as the toys? At the time, that's going to be a no for young Matt. It was such a letdown for my young self. I just didn't get into it at all. Nothing resembled the toy franchise that I knew and loved. Skeletor especially didn't look like Skeletor, and who were these new characters? I just ignored the film and continued on watching Masters of the Universe cartoons. But how do I feel about the Masters of the Universe movie 30 years later? Well, the artwork is awesome, quite a lot going on and very eye-catching. But enough eyeballing the artwork, what about the story? The story for Masters of the Universe kind of plays out like a cartoon episode, but way more detailed. Skeletor has captured the Sorceress and has taken over Castle Grayskull. He-Man, Men-at-Arms and Teela rescue a locksmith by the name of Gwildor. Skeletor has obtained an important item from Gwildor, the Cosmic Key, but have no fear because Gwildor still has the prototype. Gwildor uses the prototype Cosmic Key to transport He-Man, Men-at-Arms and Teela to Castle Grayskull to free the Sorceress, but they are stopped by Skeletor's forces. Overwhelmed with Skeletor's small army, Gwildor uses the prototype Cosmic Key to open up a portal, transporting He-Man and the gang to Earth. Skeletor wants the prototype Cosmic Key, and the story goes from there. The story is really entertaining. Before this movie came out, Masters of the Universe had so many storylines, from the comic to the cartoon series, and I appreciate how original and different the movie storyline is. The presentation for this movie is a real standout. I wish the whole movie was shot in Eternia. The setting looks stunning. The costumes used for the film look unreal. Seeing He-Man with some shoulder pads and some unique looking armor is different. He looks like a Spartan, and Skeletor looks like a Grim Reaper. The bounty hunters for me are true standouts, as they are so different from one to the other. Karg, he looks like a metalhead, kind of resembling Eddie from Iron Maiden. Blade looks like a badass. Out of all the bounty hunters, he looks like he'll give He-Man some trouble. Hey, I didn't know Blade had a brother. Beastman, one of my favourite villains in the cartoon series. They do a great job with Beastman on the big screen. He's big, he's hairy, and he's still a bonehead in the movie. Looking like he belongs with the Snake Man clan, Surod is my favourite bounty hunter just by the way he looks. I love the detail put into this character, and I want to see what he looks like without the mask. I personally love the toy they made for this character as well. The soundtrack for the movie does sound very 80s and magical even. The Masters of the Universe theme kinda sounds like the Superman theme. Honestly, I was expecting the Masters of the Universe cartoon theme to make an appearance, but oh well. Cause I love Masters of the Universe, I'm gonna give you a few things that I personally like about the film, and things I dislike about the film. I do like how this movie is a lot different compared to the cartoon. The biggest change would be how Skeletor looks. I think they did a great effort with the makeup, and same goes with the villains, they look impressive. I do like Dolph Lundgren as He-Man, I think he fits the part. If there's one character who nailed the role, that'll be Evil Lynn. She was a standout for me. I like her in the cartoon and I loved her in the movie. They were very accurate with her character. Beastman, I like how they threw in one original character from the cartoon series. In the Masters of the Universe series, I always felt that there was a bit of chemistry between Skeletor and Evil Lynn, and it's carried over in the movie. I enjoyed seeing the new bounty hunters fail much like in the cartoon series. I thought that was really faithful. When Skeletor comes to Earth, he cruises around in this hovercraft. The chair that Skeletor sits on has snakes, resembling Snake Mountain. I thought that was pretty cool. Now to the things that I don't like. Skeletor killing off my favourite bounty hunter. Come on, Surod was awesome. I just hope he was teleported somewhere else. I don't like how Skeletor has an army. I like to think Skeletor is more powerful and only relies on bounty hunters. He-Man uses a gun. I just can't get used to it. That's just me. The makeup effects were perfect in my opinion. Seeing Skeletor as powerful as ever was pretty cool, but man did he look different from the Skeletor we all know and loved. I'm surprised that we didn't get more movie character toys. I would have loved a Reaper looking Skeletor toy. The Masters of the Universe movie is vastly different from the cartoon series. Certain characters were removed and replaced with new characters, but that's okay. As much as I didn't like this film during my first watch, it still holds a special place in my heart. I remember holding this VHS at my video store while frothing out of the mouth, anticipating on what was going to happen during the movie. I was insanely excited to check this film out. It's the only movie I remember the time and day that I first watched it. The Masters of the Universe movie is still a great adventure that holds up today. I enjoyed the movie much more as an adult, and I have for a while now. I've been much more forgiving since I could see the effort put into this impressive film. With the recent announcement of a new Netflix series picking off where the cartoon leaves off, who knows, we may even get a new movie out of this as well. Well, hopefully. But until then, this movie will be still entertaining me until that day happens. Until next time guys, good journey.
Good journey.
Good journey.
Good journey.